Sorry about that. I was cut off then for a minute, so let's crack on with this. Sorry.
Having fewer morals or lower values, whereas Muslim girls were described by some of the men as having dignity and higher moral standards.
And this is the same what Ella Hill, Dr. Ella Hill, who was one of the victims of the Rotherham grooming gangs, said in her statement in the Daily Express and on the Trigonometry podcast. The religious and racial reasons behind her attacks, okay? Because she's white trash. She has no morality because she's a non-Muslim, the way they dress, etc. Okay? This is a fundamental difference. Also, the fact that it was to turn a blind eye to by the police because of the fear of being called racist is why when leftists say, well, white people commit rapes as well and go over examples like white people do it, yes, they do, but they're arrested for it. Okay? And that is not racially motivated. And it's not turned a blind eye to by the authorities because of race and the fear of inciting community tensions.
These comparisons were used to justify the way I was treated and to further humiliate and control me. Another, she was a white woman herself, who I imagine may have been groomed, and has obviously now married into the family, shouting obscenities at us. Throughout the whole sentencing, she was constantly saying, fucking liars, lying white bitches. She said to me that God will be the witness for what happens to me.
So this is similar to a statement made by Tommy Robinson in regards to one of his cousins, why he first came onto the fact of these grooming gangs, and she was from Luton, and they groomed them, they brainwashed them, and they turned them against the parents like a cult, you know. And a lot of the time the girls end up in like a Stockholm syndrome type scenario where they defend the rapists.
Another, race did play a part and motivated the selection or demographic of the victims. Throughout my exploitation, the other girls I encountered or who were abused alongside me were almost exclusively white. Another,
I will point out as well, okay, that they targeted Sikh girls as well in the 80s and 90s, yeah, the Muslim grooming gangs, yeah, and there were racial, religious tensions between the Sikhs and Muslims going back generations, you know, and a Sikh awareness society was formed in order to warn and educate Sikh girls on the dangers of Muslim men, in some cases pretending to be Sikh men, in order to get access to these girls, and they're grooming them and raping them.
Had a baby by him, and his dad was an imam. His dad knew. And he got his son married and said that he wasn't allowed to see the child.
And that's another valid point he makes there, that in these cases, the families know, okay? In the case of Henry Novak, the mother, the father, the mother hid the weapon, okay? It was part of their culture and their tribalists, they all stick together and defend each other, okay? And in the case of grooming gangs, it's forbidden for Muslims to tell non-Muslims. They'd stick together, the whole community, the imams, yeah? They may not endorse what they're doing, but they will not grass, okay?
They look after their own community.
See?
Another. Over the course of the abuse, I was raped by multiple police officers in different parts of the country.
You hear
Another.
that?
He put a cigarette out on the baby's face. Another. It started when I was 13. I was raped by probably about 600 or 700 different men over 3 years. Another, they would toot the horn of the car, and then a child would be taken to the front door by a staff member of the children's home. Another, I was bleeding from both my vagina and my back passage and was so swollen I could not sit down. I told hospital staff my drink had been spiked and I did not know what had happened because I was too afraid to tell the truth. They did not ask any questions. They gave me tablets and discharged me. I was 15 years old. Another, things would escalate around Eid and holidays. Parties got bigger, got worse, got more violent. More people involved, more girls involved. The parties were just bigger. Another, the main clash that I kind of had with the religion side of it was I grew up as a Christian. I would wear my cross because it was something really special to me. It was just used as a way to break me down. They said, where is your God now? Has your God forsaken you? Another, it was all of the white girls in every home that I went to. I remember a man opening the back of a van and I saw 15, 20 girls locked in dog cages. Another, dogs were brought in and I couldn't move at all.
You hear that? And what, as Majid Nawaz said, in regards to the comments of Nigel Farage, why would you not be enraged about this? If people wanted to smash up fucking the police for turning a blind eye to this, I fucking get it. I get it.
I had nowhere to move. I think that was the scariest thing, was not having any concept of it. There were men around me, not horrified, not disgusted, not helping, but filming and laughing, making bets on whether the dog could actually rape me or not. And yes, I was raped by a dog. The man just held my face, stared me down straight in the eyes, and he wanted to see me break, and he did. Another, I just want it to stop and not happen to any other children, and for people to actually act, to do something and stop being so scared. I could continue for hours and hours. All of us in this building have a responsibility to finally act. Not to talk, but to act. Our Rape Gang Inquiry report will be released in the coming days. It will change Britain for good. Thank you.
So, there you go, guys. There's going to be a revolution in this country. Everybody, sorry if you found any of this shocking. But I think it has to be shown. Take care of yourselves, guys. Love you all. Bye-bye.